In 3, 2, 1. We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone and everything in between. This is the Fubar Weekly Show, Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 30 more days left in 2020, and then we're fucking done. And then we can just see what kind of shit 2021 brings us. Across the desk, we have the lovely, the talented, the beautiful Nicole Raven.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for having me back.
My pleasure.
Every week.
Yeah.
For the past 3 years.
You just keep showing up. I keep saying, yeah, come on. Fucking, okay. Let's do this. Our guest this week on the Zoom call, to our right or left, depending on how it's showing up on your camera, comedian. We'll just Griffin Thomas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
Thank you so much for having me on, guys. I'm super excited.
Thanks for being here. So, you're not from around here, are you? You're from down. You're from down in the Naples area, right?
Yeah. No, I'm in the Fort Myers area now, so
close enough.
Yeah.
It's all fucking old. It's all newlyweds and nearly dead, so it doesn't matter.
Very true.
I did a movie screening a couple years back in Fort Myers for a teen comedy called The Duff. And we were doing intellectual property security, so we had to make sure nobody was recording it. But they give away free passes, and I would say 90 to 95% of the people that showed up to watch this movie were above the age of 65. And this is, it wasn't a truly raunchy comedy, like it wasn't like American Pie raunchy, but there was a little, like half of them walked, like they came up not knowing what the fuck they were there to see, and they walked. So, cheers, Fort Myers, for being old as fuck.
I mean, that's not too far off from the people that show up at my actual stand-up shows. So I had to critique it to hit that audience. So it's a great audience.
My recommendation would be add some prune jokes.
Have you ever had any situations where any of your audience was seriously offended by some of your jokes?
So yeah, I do a lot of I do a lot of shit about my parents, with them being old, and especially with that older crowd. It doesn't land, and nobody wants to hear about. I say, my parents are getting old. They're close to death or something along those lines. And all the old people.
Don't you make fun of the old people, you young whippersnapper.
I just took my Cialis. I'm having a great time. Like like those. Those guys are insane. But that's my audience. So I have to critique my jokes to fit that as well. So,
I mean, that's a hell of a challenge.
It's fun though, man. And then the cool thing too is the way I try to write my jokes specifically is I want my jokes to be able to work in Fort Myers and Naples, and then be able to work the same joke in Miami. That's kind of my goal, is for it to be well-rounded and relatable enough for everyone to kind of understand it and appreciate it.
But to do it in Miami, you got to translate it into Spanish, though.
Absolutely. It's the only way to get it done.
Absolutely. We were just talking about speaking Spanish just before we went live. And I spoke Spanish today and cursed out somebody who called my phone, and it starts off as a pre-recording and tells you press 1 what the fuck they're saying. And I cursed them out in Spanish, and I was proud of myself. My pronunciation was good at the time, but they did hang up on me. So that was kind of sad.
I would really like to make people ja ja ja.
I can't ja 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 because I don't speak Spanish.
That's how they do it in Miami. When you get an entire crowd to laugh, they don't actually laugh. They just say ja 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 ja.
Which is crazy, because if you were in Poland, they would just be calling you grandpa, because ja ja is grandpa in Polish. Maddie Collins is watching from Australia. What is going on? Actually, I should say g'day. G'day. Maddie, your episode of Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze coming up next week. I'm going to make Anzac biscuits, which for us American people, an Anzac biscuit is an oatmeal coconut cookie that has a very interesting backstory, which I'm looking forward to. So that's next week on the Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze.
You had me at biscuit.
Seriously? Well, no, different kind of biscuit. This is Australia, so biscuits are cookies.
Oh, well, I'm still game, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's still sugar and flour.
Still a cookie. I mean, you up the game, man.
Oats, and we're going to wash it down with a nice ice cold glass of Milo.
Of what?
Milo.
What's Milo?
Do you know what Ovaltine is?
Yes.
It's like an Australian version of Ovaltine. It's made by Nestle, and it's like a tradition thing in Australia. The kids will eat their Anzac biscuits and drink Milo. So I ordered some Milo from the Amazon.
I went to Twisty Treat for the first time not too long ago.
How'd you like that?
I had a malt strawberry milkshake.
Good shit, right?
Yo, I love malt. I think I'm the only person who's not 100 that likes malt.
I like malt.
Okay.
I fucking love malts, man.
Hell
Fuck every
yeah.
old person that's the only one that gets to claim malt ship. No.
Okay, good.
So, we're talking about malt. What the hell was I just had a thought. Son of a bitch.
Anzac
Oh,
biscuits.
if you ever make pancakes, get some malted milk and throw it in your pancakes.
Malted milk?
Oh yeah.
What is
It's a
that?
powder. It's a malted milk powder that you buy in the supermarket, and you put it in your pancake batter, and it makes them fucking awesome.
Nicole,
Okay.
have you ever had Whoppers?
Like from Burger King?
No.
Oh,
like
the candy.
Yeah, the
Yes,
candy.
yes.
The inside of that is malted milk.
Yes, I like them a lot.
If you love that, you'll love a nice hot Whopper. Fucking.
Yes. If you look that up on Urban Dictionary, a nice hot Whopper.
No, yeah, I
that's an Urban
I
Dictionary.
totally forgot about the candies. Yeah, they come in like a little. The bigger container comes in what looks like a milk jug.
Because it's
Yeah.
malted milk.
That's
Right.
malted milk.
Hey,
Yeah,
There you
and
go.
then okay, cool. But yeah, I like Whoppers a lot, and I didn't know what they were when I was a child. And then people are like, "That tastes like chalk," and I'm like, "Get out of here!"
no, it's good. Maddie
So-
says Milo is chocolate flavored sand rocks, but because he's classy and shit, he spelled flavored with a U.
Flavored.
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 By the way, Maddie mentioned this stuff called fairy bread. Do you know what fairy bread is?
Isn't just white bread?
Yeah. Griffin, do you know what the fairy bread is?
I feel like I say yes is going to get me in trouble. So
No, not really. This is not an Urban Dictionary thing. So I just found out what fairy bread is. It's white bread buttered with sprinkles on it. That's it. That's all it is.
With
Okay.
sprinkles?
With sprinkles.
Like rainbow sprinkles?
Like rainbow sprinkles, or as they call them in Australia, hundreds and thousands. But the round, multicolored sprinkles.
You know what I love? I posted a picture of cotton candy once, and I had responses from literally all over the world of people telling me what they call it in their country.
Really? Candy floss.
Fairy floss.
Fairy floss.
In French, it translates to old man's beard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Cynthia's
Can I get an
watching.
old
What's up?
man's beard, please? Can I get an old man?
That reminds me of the time I found my first gray pube. I was 10 years old. It was in my Big Mac, and it really pissed me off.
Ew.
Hundreds and thousands. See, she's hanging out over here.
Oh, okay.
She's chilling.
All right.
So Matt, what my question for Maddie? I sent him a video yesterday from How to Basic of him making fairy bread. And Maddie, I want your response to that video I sent you. And if you guys have never seen that, I highly recommend How to Basic Fairy Bread. Well, actually, watch any of them fucking videos. They're nutty.
I wonder if I can use the long ones, the long sprinkles, and it's
No,
the
you gotta
same.
have the round ones.
Okay.
You know what the long ones are called?
What?
Jimmy's.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Ronald loves malts. Cynthia says vomit and thumbs down. Cynthia, up yours. How do you not like malt? The fuck's wrong with you? By the way, Cynthia, I had your favorite for breakfast this morning, a tuna sandwich.
I made blueberry pancakes the other day.
Why didn't you invite me over some blueberry pancakes?
It was on a whim.
Oh, okay.
How do you know so much about sprinkles?
Me?
Yeah, you knew like the Latin, how it started, and like you're like the sprinkle king.
It has to do with being fat as fuck. That we start there.
Yo,
Okay.
Sprinkle King.
Then we'll go to the fact that I'm very much into food.
I'm gonna call you Sprinkle King from now on. Anytime you do something that's like vaguely like fairy like, I'm gonna call you the Sprinkle King.
What the fuck do I do that's fairy like? I'm a 6'4", 350-pound psychopath.
Fairy. Sprinkle King is your gay porn name now. Okay.
All right.
And it could be
Sprinkle
multiple
king.
things, man. It could be that you're super into sprinkles, or you like the golden showers, man. It's one of
Hey.
the two.
Or he is the king of the golden shower. He is the one who's
Griffin,
raining down on whoever.
He's the
Griffin,
provider.
let me ask you this. What is the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
They're the same because Griffin doesn't eat either of those fucking
No.
things.
No one has ever paid $100 to have a garbanzo bean on their chest.
You know, I tell that joke to people and people do not get it.
Maddie, that video is maybe 4 minutes long. It's not a long video at all. My mic's going in and out.
Hey, my mom's here.
It's not a long video at all. What's up, Nicole's mom?
Hey.
So,
Hi, Nicole's mom.
So circling back, like I told you before, we just go off on fucking tangents. We'll just talk
Fine.
about shit. Your mom, is your mom drunk tonight? She's like redacting messages.
I don't know. Maybe she just discovered that feature. But yes, my mom is correct. I saw that message that we have seen you in a tutu. You did dress like a fairy before.
Is that what she redacted?
Yeah.
Why would you redact that? Hell
Because
yeah, you've seen me in
she
a
tagged Maddie in it. I think she was trying to tag you.
Oh.
But yes, we have seen you in a tutu before. You were the fairy.
Yeah, but it was more like an 8-8, not a 2-2. An 8-8.
Oh,
because it was big. Anyway. Circling back to who our guest is. He is a comedian. He tell funnies on stage. And you didn't want to get into this, but I think it's an interesting story. Okay, so Maddie watched the video. He said, I was like, okay, yeah, that's how you make fairy bread. This video is going to be short as fuck. What the fucking fuck? What the fucking fuck is a good way to describe any how to basic video, and I highly recommend them.
I'm a fan. Yeah. Have you seen You Suck at Cooking?
Yes.
You suck at cooking. Yeah, you totally suck. They're my favorite.
Really?
One of them.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze not your favorite?
Oh, sorry. Burn.
Yeah, seriously.
Burn.
You don't even watch them. You don't like.
I watched some of them.
So anyway, Griffin.
Yes, sir.
This is too interesting to not touch on. You're a newbie to the comedy world.
Yeah.
And you decided to start comedy the worst fucking possible time, probably in history, to start almost anything, aside from probably a YouTube channel. You chose COVID pandemic times to start being a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
So I've been writing jokes my entire life. If I find something funny, I would put it in a notepad, either, in my phone or something like that, just to continue to write. But I've never actually got up and done stand-up comedy. So I went and saw a show right when this pandemic was kind of right when we reopened in Florida.
What was the show?
It was actually a friend of ours. It was Valerie. It was a stand-up show, but it was a local. Her name's Valerie Storm. And
okay, I know the name.
She's a rock star comedian, and she's a friend of our family's. And she introduced me to the owner of the club, and I have been addicted ever since. Man, I got on stage one time, and and to kind of go with what you were saying as far as it being the worst time to jump into comedy, I would honestly disagree, just because with nobody being there, I have the ability to tell jokes with like 4 or 5 people in a room. You know what I mean?
Well, to be honest with you, a lot of when you start out, that's pretty much every show, even without COVID. It's 4 or 5 people in a fucking room, and most of them are comics.
So I'm just
I was gonna say real quick, just to say hello to Jan Brenner, who's watching. One of my comedians from New York. Good guy, old man. He's my favorite old Jew. So sorry, you were saying about it being the best time.
No, just being able to work on stuff and try out stuff new, and I'm literally going all over the state of Florida, from Orlando all the way down to Miami. Whatever I can try to do to get my name out there and get on as many mics as possible. So being able to practice it now is super cool.
Having the flexibility and the ability to go to different cities, because I'll say an audience here in Tampa is actually different from an audience in St. Pete. Yep. And it's different from an audience in Parrish and Sarasota and, down by you, Fort Myers, Naples, Orlando. They're all different crowds. Mm-hmm. So having that flexibility and the ability to travel is really a benefit for you. So, use that as you're able to do that, do it. What I meant by being the worst time is, with shows being barely happening is the worst time, where, a year ago, I was getting calls for shows and booked nonstop. My calendar was full. I'd have, 1 or 2 shows every week. And now it's, I'm complete freeze. I've done 1 show since February.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's, it's kind of dried up.
I think that it would be a really shitty time for me if I was already an established comedian, but I think it's kind of working in my favor just because I'm so new, and I get this is the part where we get to fuck around anyway and be in front of 4 people, so the fact that I get to do it right now, and then hopefully when all this shit blows over, I'll be in a good enough place to where I'm like, let's go, let's do this. I'm already got the training that I need, and
that's probably the best outlook on it. I mean, you have I know there are a lot of comedians up here, especially the born and bred open mic crew, that did not take this opportunity to write or work on shit. So they're going to come back after this all blows over with the same 5 to 10 that they've been doing for the past 10 years.
Right.
So coming up with something fresh and writing nonstop is a benefit for you. Just
100%.
The best advice I could tell you, or the best advice I can give you, is don't suck. That's that, and everybody bombs. Everybody bombs. I don't care how big they are. Every comic bombs, and bombs more than once. So if you bomb, when you bomb, if you haven't bombed yet, it's gonna happen. Just be ready and don't let it discourage you. Just keep going. Nobody will remember it unless you fucking bomb epically. Nobody will remember it. If you pull some Kramer shit, they're gonna remember that. But
or some Bill Burr, Philadelphia.
Yeah, but you know what? Have you ever been to Philadelphia?
No, but I imagine Bill Burr's not far off.
No, he's spot on. He's fucking spot on. I'll give you the best example of or the best justification for him being right. Philadelphia's greatest sports hero is a fictional character, Rocky Balboa. So that just sums up Philly. The only good thing to come out of Philly, the only two good things to come out of Philly are the cheesesteak sandwich and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because he was born in West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where he spent most of his days.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
And shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys
they were up
to no good. Started anyway.
We can do the whole thing, man. Let's do it.
We can.
I saw the whitest thing once.
What's that?
No, dude. There was a DJ at a club and somebody was like, "Hey man, you should play some rap," and he played that song. That was like the whitest possible thing this gentleman could have done.
Your dog is now mine.
Okay, that's not okay.
She's shedding now.
Oh, she sheds a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's old and getting bald. And
my dog is here.
She's got a big knot on her head.
So
thanks for that.
About the knot? Okay.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said thanks for that piece of information. I just thought he was masturbating underneath the counter. So
no, my dog is here. I bring my dog places somewhere sometimes.
It's shedding.
I got peanut butter.
No, do not corrupt my dog. She's innocent.
So cute. She's sweet. She's staring at me like, don't you fucking dare stop petting me. Look, watch, I'll stop. Oh, no, she walks away. Usually if I stop, she'll just start licking my hand.
You want to say I want to say happy birthday to some people.
Okay, say happy birthday to some people.
Happy birthday to Robert Irwin, who turned 17 today.
I thought you meant I thought you were talking like the chef. No, it's Robert Irvine. Okay, never mind.
No, Robert Irwin, Steve Irwin's son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, Sarah Silverman turns 50 today.
Oh, at first I thought these were people you know, but Sarah Silverman is 50.
Sarah Silverman is 50 today. Yes. Woody Allen is 85 today. Bette Midler is 75.
Wait. Woody Allen is how old?
85.
85, and his daughter's like what? 20?
I have no idea.
I mean, his girlfriend. Oh, same person.
Gross.
Daughter. I'm stating facts as they are.
I don't know.
Soon Yi, that was her name.
Oh, no, I'm not sure. And also, Bette Midler's 75, and the late Richard Pryor was born in 1940 today. He passed away in 2005.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
So. Jan Brenner is offering you some advice, Griffin. He says, Griffin, I've produced many shows. That's true. During this pandemic, I have headlined and only done one show. At least I thought I was funny. That's true. Jan's kind of funny. I'm just kidding, Jan. You know I love you. Look at your messages. I sent you a pic.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. Cole. So Nicole.
Oh, my dad fell asleep.
Aw, does he look all cute and stuff?
Yeah.
Aw.
He's cozy on the couch.
I would draw a penis on his head.
I am not going to do that.
I totally would.
That is my father.
We think similar.
Yeah.
If you see my dad, please don't draw a penis on his head when he's asleep.
Why not?
Draw it on like his arm or something.
No, you do it on the back of his head so you can't see it.
No. Who do you think's gonna get in trouble for that?
You.
Yeah.
All right. So back to talking to Griffin. So your very first time on stage, how did that go?
Good question. So it was a open mic in Fort Myers, and it was there was 22 other comics. And I came in second place. So it was the first time I ever got on stage, and it just felt very natural. So I was shitting bricks up until I got on stage. As soon as I grabbed the mic, it felt natural. So it was a really, really cool experience.
Good. That's that's a good first. It's not everybody has that experience the first time in comedy or otherwise. Doesn't usually feel natural.
No.
But you got bitten by the bug, so now you're fucking balls deep in it.
Oh yeah, I'm addicted. I'm fully in.
All right. What where do you draw the line of success? Where would you consider yourself to be a successful stand-up comedian? Everybody's is different. Everybody's line is in a different place.
I think nowadays the level is when you have your special. You know, when you get out and you do your own special. For me, it's just a national touring comedian. If I could get to the point where I'm touring nationally and selling out rooms for two or three nights a weekend, you know what I mean? Like that would tell me I've made it. You know.
Okay. All right. Now, aside from selling out the rooms, is there anything else on your comedy bucket list? A club that you want to do, or an event, or something like that? That's, a must do on Griffin's comedy bucket list.
Yeah, Dangerfield was one of them.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but my main goal.
Right there. There's a menu from Dangerfields from my first time. I stole the menu.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I would have stole the shit too. But my goal really is to get back home to Chicago. Once everything calms the fuck down, I think being back home and being able to perform all over the state of Illinois and Chicago specifically, that's my goal, man. Like, there's some really, really cool spots down in Chicago. So,
okay. I don't come to my office very often, so I just saw there was a stack of shit in the fax machine. These papers are all wet.
From where?
The ceiling.
Oh.
We had some storm damage from a hurricane from the hurricane that hit.
Yeah.
Had some storm damage in my office, and I just noticed all the pages on my fax machine are wet.
Oh, well, check your fax machine.
Yeah, it's still here.
Well,
it didn't blow up, so I'm happy.
That's the positive.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It was shocking revelation. But Dangerfield, how you doing? They are. Dangerfields was great, and the very first time being there was surreal. You were talking about how the bug really bit you when you went and saw that show a few months ago. The comedy bug bit me back in 1984.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I didn't start doing comedy until 2014. So 30 years later, I decided to do comedy. But in 1984, there used to be a series that they would do every year called the Young Comedian Special. And in 1984, it was Bob Saget, Sam Kinison,
yeah,
Maurice LaMarche, who's now a voice actor, Pinky and the Brain.
Okay.
Maurice LaMarche, Jerry Seinfeld. I don't remember if he was on the 84 special. Bob Nelson. I don't know if you know who Bob Nelson is. He was on it. Bob ended up having a fairly decent career. He had a couple HBO specials, and this is back in the 80s and 90s where HBO was the special to have. This is before Comedy Central, before Netflix, before all that shit. He had a couple HBO specials. Then he ended up moving to Branson, Missouri. Was doing a house, like a resident show for almost 20 years. And then he ended up moving back to New York, and he's a born-again Christian. Okay. But I was told I had an opportunity to perform with him, but I told I couldn't because I curse too much, and he doesn't stand for that shit. But his act in that 1984 Young Comedian Special, which was filmed at Dangerfields, really got me hooked on comedy and really developed the love for comedy. And he did a bit where he blew up balloons, put on a football jersey, and did a whole football routine. And it was fucking hilarious. And, Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert was on that one? Oh, damn. That's really going back. By the way, have you ever met Gilbert Gottfried?
No.
If you ever get to meet him, pray that he talks in his normal voice, because it's fucking creepy. Because he's very soft spoken, very well spoken. He doesn't always sound like an annoying nasally Jew. It's just his normal voice is frightening, because it doesn't sound like Gilbert Gottfried.
Weird.
Yeah, but that's what bit, and from that moment, I always dreamt of being a stand-up comedian. I never had the balls to do it. I'm from New York, and didn't do stand-up comedy till after I moved down here. One of my good friends while I was living in New York is a stand-up comedian. He's actually the one who finally pushed me to do it. And it was always a benchmark, it was always a bucket list item to perform on that stage. And when I saw that they were closing down, it was a couple weeks ago it came out.
Yeah.
Man, I was crushed. Absolutely crushed.
Same here.
But to be in there, you walk in and the place smells like 1969.
I bet,
It looks like it would have. I mean, I don't think they changed anything, updated anything, cleaned anything since Rodney was alive. I mean, the place still smells like cigarettes. You haven't been able to smoke in a bar in New York in over 20 years. It stunk. It was dingy, but it was Dangerfields. And
yeah.
It's sad to see the history go. Now the owners say that they're going to open up somewhere else. I hope they do, but just the magic of that location, and
it's gone.
That location was just featured in the Joker movie. That's where the comedy scenes were filmed on the stage at Dangerfields.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, now you do.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy.
Yeah, now you know.
And now we know.
But I'm glad I had that opportunity to get on that stage. But I will tell you this: there are a million other stages to get onto.
Yeah.
The problem with that place is the rent was fucking ridiculous. I saw the advertisement for it's like $250,000 a month or so. It was 25,000 a month or something like that. I think it was $25,000 a month in rent, which is just ridiculous. Oh. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's craziness.
Yep. So what else? Is there any other things that are bucket list?
Yeah, right now my thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break into different areas in Florida specifically. So the improvs, the Palm Beach Improv, Miami Improv, those are places I'm trying to get into, like the Laugh Factory in Chicago and New York or California. Those are the kind of places that I'm going to try to get into, and those would be more of those like need to like my bucket list type things.
Yeah, and those will come with time.
Yeah.
It's very hard when you're starting out, even no matter how funny you are. The number one thing, and actually this is probably the best legitimate advice I can give you: spend as much time, if not more time, on the business end of show business than you do your act. Think about it this way. A club promoter is a businessman. He exists to make money. You're a commodity. You're the item they're selling. So they need people to come to see you. You could be the funniest person in the world. I've said this. How many times have I said this, Nicole?
101 exactly.
101. You could be the funniest fucking person on the planet. But if no one knows who you are and no one's going to pay money to come see you or come see you and buy drinks, you are, and I hate to use such harsh verbiage, but you're fucking useless to a promoter if you're not bringing asses in seats. So make sure you're spending lots of time in building an audience, not just building your act. Build your act, build your audience. The best thing to do not leave an open mic or a showcase show until the audience is gone. If you can help it. Sometimes if you're coming from out of town, you got to run. But if you can stay till after the show and be by the door as they're exiting and say goodnight to everybody, they're going to remember you. Yep. Shake hands with people. Get business cards made. Don't hand business cards to other comedians. They're just going to throw them in the fucking garbage. Guaranteed. Other comedians don't want your fucking business card. Get a website or, put your social media links on there and hand them out to the people who pay. I hate this fucking microphone. Hand them out to the people that are paying the bills. because those are the ones that need that card. They're the ones that need to know who the fuck you are.
I always see everybody as a potential networking opportunity and everybody as a potential client.
Yeah.
Except for other comedians because they're useless. Except for you, Jan. I love you.
You're speaking the truth, man. I think that I'm gonna be successful in comedy as well because that's my MO, man. My background is in marketing and sales. So
boom, that's it.
So putting that with comedy, I already have business cards. I already have my website. I've been doing it for 3 months, but I'm grinding and hustling as much as I can. Handing out those business cards. I stand by the door for every show, meet every single person, and say that please follow me on social media. Please follow me. Yeah, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
But make sure you spend, and social media is great. Here's a bit of advice. Do not put video of your act on the internet.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Especially now as you're young and young to comedy. You're giving them what you want them to pay to see. Don't give it to them. Put a clip up, a short clip, but don't put your whole setup. 30 seconds, a solid joke and a solid punchline. That's all you want to give them. Don't give them too much because then I've already seen this shit. What do I need to go pay for?
You're right. Yeah, I did the same thing as I started. I put up my whole entire set.
Yeah, and I did too. The first set I had recorded, I put up. I'm like, look at this, and then I'm like, wait a second. Nobody wants to pay to see what they just saw on the internet.
Right.
And that's the thing is diversify. I charge 25 cents for a business card. God damn, Jan, you're such a Jew.
No, don't do that. That's the point of a business card.
Wait. Are you really making people pull out quarters here, Jan? Like you're like pull out your
what it is? He's handling it like a Jewish football game. You got to get the quarterback. But I love you, Jan, and I love my Jewish brethren. But yeah,
Jewish and brethren. Jewish and brethren too close sound scary.
Well, I'm Polish, so.
Oh, okay. You guys are close enough. You guys are tight.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a Jew in the woodshed somewhere. But I mean, there had to be. It was Poland. It gets cold. But anyway, so make sure give people always leave them wanting more. Always leave them wanting more is what I was getting at. So market yourself. You got the marketing background. Never lose sight that this show business is a business. And you're the product you're trying to sell. Your comedy is what you're trying to sell. So don't give it to them for free. Fuck that shit. For sure. Yes, I walked you into that punchline. I figured as much, Jan. But yeah, that is the best advice I can give to you. So if you want to go to those places, any of the clubs in New York, if you approach those bookers, the very first question they're going to ask you is, what's your draw? What's your following? Are you going to be able to get people into seats? One of my favorite things to do when I go to New York, especially if I'm doing a show in New York City, my favorite thing to do, which is almost as much fun as performing on stage, is barking shows. Oh, yeah. I love barking shows. I will go up and down the street. I will, I'll talk to people and, I'll make sure I have business cards. I'll invite them into the show. Hey, we got this going on tonight. Come check it out. And I mean, the last show I did in New York City, I probably barked in, 10 people, easy. Yeah.
I think I enjoy it a lot too.
What, barking?
Yeah, just because I really like talking to people and I like enticing people to do things that they didn't initially think they wanted to do.
Yeah. And that's why every time, whenever we do shows, we did a show, we stepped in shit with that. And I don't know if it's going to happen. Fingers crossed.
That was a good show.
That was a good show. We did a show down in Hollywood that we didn't even know what was going on, but apparently there was a street fair right in front of the fucking bar that day. Like we got a call from the bar owner, like as we were getting there, bar owner's friend of Nicole's, like that morning we're on our way down there. And the dude calls, oh yeah, there's an event going on in front of the place.
There was like a music festival or something happening on the big downtown area.
Yeah. So we get there and the place it's a fucking street fair. There's a giant fucking slide and shit right in front of the bar. So he told us that. So I printed up just, throwaway fucking flyers and handed them all out. We got some dude down there just he's like, oh, give me a stack. I'll go hand them out. Like random dude. Had nothing to do with the bar of the show. I'll hand him out and fucking go have at it, bud. And we ended up filling the place up. That was a good show.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Fingers crossed it's gonna happen again.
Yeah. Fuck
So.
COVID. Seriously, I'm over it. I'm at the point now where it's like it's not a question of if I get it. I'm like, it's when. When am I gonna get it? Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Take me, sweet Jesus.
Oh, you getting COVID?
Yeah.
Just go like.
Nah, I don't want it.
Go
Just-
be the go.
Just go lick
give the-
handrails.
I was gonna say just
No,
give the Ebor Schulicker a day off.
Okay, I didn't say I wanted COVID. I just said it's a matter of when, not if.
Well, isn't it one of
If
those?
I
It's
get
like
it,
one
I'm
of
probably
those
gonna
things.
fucking die.
No,
Make
don't
your
die.
own destiny, man. That's all I'm saying. Make your own destiny. Lick some floors. Dude, speaking of COVID, everybody forgot about the fucking carpets. No, I just thought about this yesterday. Like everybody's like, okay, sanitize your hands. Okay, make sure we wipe down every surface. But
He's
then
right.
we fucking walk. There's nobody sanitizing the carpets, guys. Ain't nobody and you touch your shoes and then you fucking walk around the floor. It's got just as much COVID as the.
Hang on. Touch your microphone. There
Ding,
you
ding,
go.
ding. Okay, they had so germs have hang time, and when they're done being in the air, they fall down to the ground.
Oh, so even more. You got germy grounds.
Oh yeah.
more
Oh, the
germy
floor
falling
is
grounds.
disgusting. I don't care where it is. You could, a freshly mopped floor is still fucking disgusting.
Oh, I hate floors. I mean, like I know we all use them clearly.
Yeah, we have no
'cause
choice.
gravity and stuff.
Yeah.
But like floors are disgusting. Like I hate sweeping, I hate mopping, I hate vacuuming, I hate having to maintain my floors. It's literally just there. I didn't ask for gravity.
She don't cook, she don't clean, but let her tell you how she got that ring. What?
I don't do any of those things. Well, I do cook.
WAP.
I know.
Worship and prayer. Praise Cheez-Its.
Did you say Jesus or Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its. Fucking love
Damn.
Cheez-Its, man.
I
One
was
of the
excited.
Yeah, I love Cheez-Its.
Extra cheesy ones. Those are what's
Jan
up.
Brenner. Jan Brenner says, I wear a full body condom. Yeah, but Jan, I think you are a full body condom.
What? What does that even mean?
I don't fucking know. Just go with it.
There's, I don't think Jan is a full body condom, but a full body condom would be if you're so unappealing that your entire body is just,
Yeah, that's
you
kinda where I
know.
was getting at.
Your body
Yeah.
is birth control. Like you're so ugly.
Yeah,
your birth-
dude.
Okay.
I
alright.
took a look at that chick's belly button. She's a full body condom.
Unless my mom says, unless you're picking your feet and then touching your face, no problem. Okay, well,
It's
you just
true.
call me out because I touch my feet all the time.
Ew.
I
Yeah,
like
but see,
my what?
you tie your shoes, right? And you touch your shoes, and you put your hands all over your shoes, and you pick them up, you grab them. Your shit is everybody's shit is all over their shoes.
I
That's
know.
true.
I know, and that's why I wash my hands. A
Come
lot.
on, mom.
All right.
Come on, mom.
That's fair. I did that earlier.
Oh, gross.
Ah.
Guys, there's a
It's-
child in the room.
Yeah, but she don't speak English.
How do you know?
She speaks dog.
Spanish?
My dog also. My dog speaks dog and Spanish and English, and she's 7, which means that she's 49 and has had children, so she's not a virgin.
What language? What
All the
language is your
information I need.
dog the shittiest at?
German.
Okay.
Jan says yes. That's a Jan says yes. That's a butterface.
Oh yeah. Everything butterface.
I
Mm.
like the term butterface.
Oh, what about the term two bagger?
What is too bad?
That's when you got to put a bag over her head and put a bag over your own head, just in case the bag on her head falls off.
That's mean.
That's awesome. It's foolproof.
Exactly. It's redundant systems, just like NASA.
I've always liked the term butterface because
too.
it gets it doesn't only get me aroused, but it gets me hungry. And both of those things put together are pretty cool things, you know?
Exactly.
I just thought of a horrible / not well, yeah, it's a horrible gag gift that I need somebody to create for me.
Okay, what is it?
It's like, you know how they have the gag gift, like the exploding penis glitter and all that shit, whatever. So you give a girl you don't like a face mask, like, just like a face mask, like in a tube or
Mhm.
whatever, or a paper one that she puts, it's just like a butter face mask.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's like,
like it.
here, sorry about your face. Here's a
You know what?
face mask.
Speaking of gag, you know what I decided I should come up with? I should make a version, a model, a look-alike of the SpaceX Falcon 9 Dragon, Falcon 9 rocket, but a vibrator.
I'm sure
Elon Musk would buy it.
Hit your microphone again. Hit your microphone again. There you go.
I'm sure they have it.
I need to find it.
And if Elon Musk, and if what you say is true, sir, you know what? I need to get him on the phone right now because I'm a fan.
Somebody get elongated muskrat on the phone.
Somebody.
Have my people call his people. We'll do lunch.
Oh.
They only communicate in like languages that do not exist. That's why his son's name is X17.
What the hell is it? Aish? No, it's Aish 12 something.
They call
It's confusing, whatever it is.
AX12. They think he said he called him Ace for short.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I read that in an interview or something.
Do we want to do 20 questions?
Si, senorita.
Griffin, would you like to do 20 questions?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So I got 25 questions ish. Yeah, it's 25. I got 24 questions. Nicole's got one question. Some of these are light and topical. Some of these are deep and philosophical. Here we go. Griffin Thomas, number 1. What is your non-alcoholic drink of choice?
Arnold Palmer.
Ooh. Like Arizona in the can, Arnie Palmy?
No, I make it myself, man. You get some Publix sweet tea and Publix lemonade, and you put that shit together. It's delicious.
See, that's not making it yourself, though. It's
kind
of cheating.
By
the way, I have to give you a warning. Be very careful with Publix tea. Publix raspberry sweet tea is what gave me diabetes. So be careful with that shit. Dangerous.
Okay, I'll steer clear.
I'm not even kidding. Dude,
No.
I used to chug that shit by the half. I used to get a half gallon for lunch almost every day and just put the fucking thing back like it was nothing.
Shit's addicting, isn't it?
Oh God, it's so good. Every now and again, even with diabetes, I still get it because it's just like, this is what fucked my whole life up. All right, this is what's gonna kill me.
Just a little bit of heroin, you know.
Exactly. You're gonna say something? I stepped on you.
I don't remember.
Okay, fuck it. I'm sorry.
I think I just was gonna say that I made my own sweet tea on Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a hell of a host. Okay.
You're the hostess with the mostest.
I am the hostess.
I think I'm going to come to your house for Thanksgiving next year.
Do it, because I invited you this year.
I know.
And I probably invited you last year. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. I don't know.
Because this is the first year you were doing it.
Yeah, it was the first year I was doing it. So me and my next door neighbor / best friend / not roommate, we threw a really good party, even though only 7 people came.
It's all right. When 7 people come, that's a gangbang.
Nobody was banging anybody.
I'm just saying.
I was.
Without the banging, it's just called the gang. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
I mean, yeah. So
all right. Number two. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple.
Mm-hmm.
You a Prince fan by any chance?
A huge Prince fan. I love me some purple rain. No, when I was like in high school, I had this purple outfit and I would rock it all the time.
Nice. But, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, see, that's like a total 90s fucking thing. A full-on purple outfit.
I had purple DCs and everything, man. That's how you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you wearing purple Jinkos?
No, that is the 90s. I think Jinkos went out by 2000.
What?
No, I wasn't wearing. I wasn't wearing.
I just suddenly felt very old.
Well, no, I know those jeans. Weren't they fat guy jeans specifically?
No, they were like rocker jeans because they were like wide leg.
Yeah, they were like skater. Like they didn't taper at all. It was just like the width of the waist was like the width all the way down.
See, that's fat guy. That's fat guy pants without knowing about it.
That's not fat guy. Do I look like a fat guy?
No. I know what he's saying. Like guys, as a fat guy, I know what he's saying.
Why? What do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean?
We got fat legs, so we got to wear fat guy pants.
Oh.
So Jenkos were pretty much fat guy pants without people knowing they were fat.
I had a wide Jenko pants that were black corduroy. Yo, those were my favorite pants.
Did they go zzz, zzz when you walked?
Probably.
Nice.
Corduroy is my favorite texture or fabric. Yeah.
Nice. Weird, but nice.
Thanks.
That's a weird fabric to be your favorite when you're from Florida. It's like, I'm going to take the thickest cotton-based fabric.
I'm wearing velvet leggings under my pants right now. Velvet and corduroy are my favorite. My bag has velvet on it.
I really hope that's not the next question. I hope the next question is, what is your favorite fabric? Because I don't have one, guys.
We should add that shit. What is your favorite fabric?
That'll be mine. What were you going to say about you hope what?
I don't know.
Oh, I was like,
do you have a velvet picture of Elvis?
No.
Why not? You should get one.
I'm
They're
not a
lovely.
huge fan of Elvis. I mean, like I like
Oh?
Elvis, but I'm not like, oh
What'd
my
you
God,
call him?
Elvis.
Why not?
Yeah, why?
Because
the
I
king
would
of rock and roll.
I know, and I like Elvis songs. I mean, I like totally have done numbers to Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis.
Okay,
Haven't we all?
that's fair.
Have you?
I've
Have you
al-
like
I've
is
done
that your
many a
walk-on song?
numbers. Yeah.
Is that your walk-on song? Is
Yeah.
Heartbreak Hotel?
Yeah.
What would be your walk-on song for your comedy?
Save That Money by Little Dicky.
That's the first song on my phone's playlist.
I love that song for some reason. I don't know. It kind of goes with comedy, saving money and and he's he's like a comedy rapper anyway. So that would be my song. And I do like a funny white guy dance. I shouldn't do it, but I do.
All right.
Nothing wrong with a funny white guy dance. All right, number 3. Dog or cat?
Dog.
Woof. You hear that, Minnie? He likes dogs.
Dogs.
Number 4. What is the strangest job you've ever had?
The strangest job I've ever had. Probably Pizza Hut. It was one of my first jobs, and the only reason it was strange is I only worked there for a short period of time, and I got a tattoo from one of the guys the cook there, the head cook. He gave me a tattoo. It was a jail fucking tattoo, but
Nice.
but Pizza Hut would be my answer.
That's fucking funny. Jan says he still wears the same pant size since high school. A toddler 44. He's about as wide as he is tall. I'm just kidding, Jan. I love you. Number 5. What is your biggest fear?
What is my what?
Biggest fear.
My biggest fear. Spiders probably now.
Yeah, I don't like spiders and snakes.
I hated snakes. I got over that.
Number 6. What is your guilty pleasure song? The song you'll rock the fuck out to until you come to a stoplight.
A lot of anything by Taylor Swift for some reason.
Do you do the whole shake it off dance?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Nice. Very nice. Number 7. What fictional character do you most identify with?
Hagrid.
Yeah. Is it because of the beard?
It's because he's a big dude. I've always loved seeing big guys in film and TV. I'm 6'5", about 300 pounds. So whenever I get to see big dudes on TV, I just immediately relate to them. So
I get it. I'm a big dude, so I get it.
Yeah.
Number 8. Vanilla or chocolate?
I'm vanilla, but I prefer chocolate.
There you go. Hey, honesty is good.
Yeah.
Number 9. What is your go-to comfort food?
Pizza, constantly.
Yeah, fuck yeah. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Nothing.
Pineapples.
So
sorry.
I just had this conversation last night. If a pizza place can impress me with 3 ingredients, sauce, bread, and cheese, then they make a good pizza. So I'm a cheese pizza guy.
All right. What's your favorite? Now, do you prefer a chain type pizza, or do you go for a mom and pop joint? I mean,
Mom and pop for sure.
Okay.
It depends on what it is. Like down here, you need to get like Rosati's or something that's a Chicago brand to get good pizza. But
whoa! Fucking hang on.
Oh, wait.
Chicago pizza.
You guys are gonna fight.
Chicago pizza is not fucking pizza. It's a cake. Pizza is supposed to be a pie.
There are 2 different types of Chicago pizza, and I agree with you 100%. Deep dish pizza is casserole. That is South Side Chicago pizza. North Side Chicago pizza is thin crust, and it's not like a New York style pizza. It's a thin crust. It's square cut. It's the best shit you'll ever had. I'll hook you up with one, man. I'll get you one in your area. We'll figure it out.
All right, that's fair. I love pizza. It's one of my favorite foods of all time.
Wow, we'll figure it out.
Number 10. What is your favorite cheesy movie?
Anything John Candy. So Tommy, not Tommy Boy. Fucking Uncle Buck. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Classic 80s comedies.
With John Candy. I fucking dig that.
Yeah,
By the way, Summer Rental was filmed in St. Pete.
Really?
Yep. And at the very end of it, they're out on the water. They're like on the water, and you can see
Yeah.
the old St. Pete Pier in the background.
Super cool.
Fun fact. Number 11, what is your favorite literary work?
My favorite literary work. I'm gonna have to. I love Harry Potter. I hate to be that person that chooses Harry Potter twice, but I love everything Harry Potter, man.
Nice. Number 12, if you could have lived through any time period, including the present, what time period would that be and why?
2020, man. I think this is a good year.
Yeah, what a time to be alive.
No, man. I think the 60s. I think that the 60s was a super cool time. The music was amazing back then. It just
Except for that whole draft in Vietnam thing, right?
Yeah, I would have had a bad leg, So
hey, or you could do the Jimi Hendrix thing.
Yeah. Either way,
homosexual tendencies that got him out of Vietnam. He said he had homosexual tendencies. I love it. Number 13, what is your adult beverage of choice?
Long Island iced tea.
All right. Invented at the Oak Beach Inn. Fun fact for you. Bob Matherson. Get out of New York before it's too late. Number 14. I don't know if you said you were married, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your significant other would issue you a hall pass, if you know what a hall pass is.
I do.
But basically, a free pass to nail any celebrity, with the caveat they have to be a willing participant in this fictional scenario.
Yes.
So you can't say, I want to roofie Taylor Swift. That's a no-go, my friend.
Yeah. I think that'll take the fun away from it, too. No.
Yeah, call it surprise sex.
Surprise sex. No, I already have one, and my wife would understand. It's Drew Barrymore for some reason. Not like Kid E.T. Not like Kid E.T. Drew Barrymore, but a little bit older Drew Barrymore.
Now I gotta say this since you brought up Drew Barrymore. Apparently, she has a daytime talk show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Drew. Yeah.
And I watched it on Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving, and just the 10 to 15 minutes of that show that I watched, I would absolutely love to go to that studio, barricade the fucking doors, and set the goddamn building on fire because it was awful.
Dude, I couldn't imagine.
So fucking awful.
They're just giving people talk shows now.
You
got a first name with 4 letters? Fucking let's go.
Yeah. I miss the days of Sally, Jesse, Raphael. That's a fucking lot of letters.
Those are Ninja Turtles, right?
Yes. It was also a broad with funny glasses who had a talk show back in the 90s, early 2000s. Where are we? Okay, number 15. I am a car guy. I'm a big car guy. So it's a 2-part question. What was your first car, and what is your dream car?
So first car was a 2001 Ford Explorer from Chicago. Exploder. Yeah. The pedophile vehicle is what everybody called it because it was all black and scary looking. Yeah. It wasn't because of me. But the vehicle, the whole entire bottom, the chassis was all fucking rusted out because it was a vehicle from up north. So it lasted like 3 months down here in Florida and it was done. But my dream car would be a Challenger.
Nice.
So, acquirable.
Good choice. Good choice. Unless you want to go for a fucking with the Demon or whatever the fuck that fast ass one is.
Yeah,
that thing's fucking crazy,
dude. Those Teslas are nice though too. I might end up doing that just so I can sleep on the road and drive to gigs and shit. That would be amazing.
You know what happens if somebody steals your Tesla?
What?
Becomes an Edison.
That's a special joke because we're here in Fort Myers. This is Fort Myers where we're broadcasting from on my end, and that's where Thomas Edison and fucking Henry Ford have their winter estates.
Have you ever been to their houses there?
Me, no.
Yeah, they're very educational. It's very pretty, and it has one of the biggest banyan trees in America.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm from Long Island, where Nikola Tesla had his laboratory at Wardenclyffe.
Mm-hmm.
Big
fucking antenna that they actually are rebuilt. I don't know if they rebuilt it, Jen. I don't know if you're still up there. Still on. They were supposed to rebuild his transmission tower at Wardenclyffe as a museum piece. I don't know if they did. I was looking forward to seeing that.
Where is this is a weird question. I just thought of it. There's a light bulb that's over 200 years old. It's still burning. The
It's in
filament
Jersey,
in
a firehouse.
I want to see it.
It's an Edison type light bulb.
I know.
Speaking of Edison jokes, there's a restaurant at downtown Disney called the Edison.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they stole the menu from another restaurant.
They did.
They would have to. They do burlesque shows there, by the way.
In Disney?
At the Edison, yeah. I think they're G-rated burlesque where they don't get that naked, but
Oh, so they take off their corset.
yeah, probably.
They take off their jackets and they place them on the back of a chair.
They take off their pants and jacket. Number 16. What is the first album you ever remember buying?
AC/DC, Back in Black.
Nice.
Wasn't original, obviously, but I was the first one.
Nice. That's a good choice. Number 17. What is the social cause you most stand for?
The social cause I most stand for.
Yes.
Recounting those fucking ballots. No.
Yeah.
Either way. Let's have more comedy. That's the social cause I stand the most behind.
All right.
Let's all laugh more and love each other more. I don't know. I'm just a firm believer that we fucking take life too seriously, and I just wish everybody would be more caring to each other and more kind.
All right. I like it. Number 18. What is your favorite video game?
My favorite video game is probably Gears of War.
Okay, nice first-person shooter.
Yeah. A little shotgun action.
Nice. Number 19, and you can't say comedian, so if comedy's off the table, what would you consider to be your alternative dream job?
It's close, but voice acting. That's what I wanted to do my entire life, is voice acting. So voiceover impressions, stuff like that.
You should.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an investment to get the equipment and to get onto some of the higher, but that's what I do. I do voice acting.
Dude,
so do it.
Hook me up, brother.
Fucking do it. You gotta buy a microphone, good microphone, and
I'll buy the fucking microphone and
buy a fucking microphone. You buy some fucking headphones, a fucking computer that fucking works. Get yourself a nice quiet room without the fucking dog humping and fucking licking its balls, and do some voice work.
All right, I'll upgrade from my fucking wired headsets, and we'll do it up.
Those do not quite work. I definitely recommend a nice XLR connected studio condenser mic with a nice preamp hookup. But we could talk about that some other time. Number 20. What is the most interesting, crazy, weird, bizarre fact about Griffin Thomas?
The craziest, weirdest, bizarre fact about me. I played semi-professional hockey.
Nice.
Yeah, I played goalie. And it's not really a weird fact.
It's weird for a guy that's 6'5".
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, and fat. Yeah. That doesn't help the hockey anymore either. But yeah, I guess just I played hockey over the Illinois-Wisconsin border.
Nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I just saw a replay of a video today. I can't remember his fucking first name. Guy's his last name was Foster, the backup goalie. I think he played for fucking Chicago. I think it was a year ago.
Are you talking about one of the guys who came out and jumped in and net as a replacement goalie? Yeah. I know who you're talking about. That shit was fucking awesome. Can you imagine that?
He won the fucking game. Like I think he had a shutout. I think he shut him out his time in goal.
Yeah, he did. He did get a shutout. Can you imagine like putting the fucking gloves into a bag and somebody's like, "Hey, you're gonna play goalie tonight." Who's the fucking me?
Well, do you know what you know how that works, right? Mm-hmm. At every game, they have this backup goalie who could potentially play for either team. So they have a jersey set up with his name on both teams' jerseys, and he sits in the press box until they call him. And it's actually happened 2 or 3 times in the past 2 years.
Yeah,
where they've had to pull in the alternate, and he kicked ass.
And then awesome.
Then Monday he had to go right back to his fucking job. I guess he plays in I don't know if it's just a bar league or if it's a semi-pro thing, but he was like playing the night before for his local team. Then the next night he's on the ice for the Blackhawks, which is fucking crazy.
I mean, that's a dream, right? Come true.
There you go. Nope. Push the mic all the way into the holder. Push it down. There you go. Now
Hello.
There you go.
I said I want to be an alternative goalie.
You should.
Yeah. I've never played hockey, only soccer.
Do you know that the only female to play professional hockey played for the Tampa Bay Lightning? It was a female goalie named Manon Rhéaume.
I was only yelling because I didn't think he.
I still can't hit the wire again. Man, somebody needs to this company needs to upgrade their fucking equipment.
I'm gonna
don't move it. Don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. Don't even talk into it.
Unplug it and then plug it back in again.
That's not gonna work.
Okay.
But yeah, Manon Rhéaume played goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning back when they were playing at the fairgrounds before they even had the arena built.
Oh, dude, did you guys, speaking of which, did you guys see that first ever female kicker in like the top 5 in the NCAA kickoff? It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
She's not the first female to play in an NCAA game. She's not even the first female. She's not even the first female to play in a BCS game, but she's the first for a Big Five. And it was a squib kick that I don't think it was even intended to be a squib kick.
No.
What is a squib kick?
Squib kick is basically a shitty kick that does not go far.
Oh.
Yeah, except it's done on purpose when you're a professional kicker. Dude, she lined up. She's like, "Oh, I got this shit." She looked at the ball and she kicked it and it went fucking 2 yards.
The best way, the best way I could, she shanked it is the best way to.
Why did she do that? Like on purpose?
I mean, they were losing the game. They lost. They got their asses kicked. Actually,
I have a theory. My theory is she isn't very good. It's a shitty theory, but
it's got credibility.
Yeah, somebody's fact checking me right now. Jan's fact checking me.
Jan probably fell asleep. It's like past his bed. It's 10 o'clock. He had his prune juice. He's going to bed. He changed his diaper. He's going to bed. But yeah, that was awful. I mean, I have nothing. I've played against me. I played football for 20 years. I played semi-pro football, and I played against a female in high school who she was an offensive lineman for East Hampton High School. And I mean, she was awful. I'm not going to treat her any different. She's on the football field. She's a football player.
Yeah.
So I mean, I fucking kick the shit out of her. But I have no problem with a female playing football if they can. I just didn't think that kicker belonged in the game. She did not. I would not have kicked. I as a coach, I would not have called for a squib kick at that point. I would have just kicked it deep.
Yeah, and I think that's what she was trying to do.
Didn't succeed.
Yeah. Well,
but the funny part is it was a shitty kick, but everybody's like, "Oh, this is so great." No, not really.
Dude, everybody she kicked it and everybody's like, "Oh, yeah." Like it was a horrible, it was a fucking bad kick.
I played soccer on the boys team.
Okay.
Because we didn't have a girls team.
Okay.
And I definitely got shit talked a lot. I mean, I didn't get treated any different for sure in a good way.
Well, here's the thing. Like, forget about the kicker position. A female playing men's soccer is a little bit more relatable or a little bit more doable than a woman playing football.
As long as she's within the size restriction or size classification, whatever you want to call it.
True.
Then I think it's fine.
Now the flip side is somebody a girl who should have played college football is Nick Mangold's sister, Holly, who ended up being a power lifter for the U.S. Olympic team. Was she a big girl? She a real big girl. She a real strong girl. I wouldn't want to fuck with her. She's like 6'1" and like 300 pounds and just fucking solid. Like she could fucking play. And she did. She played in high school and she was fucking badass.
I met a professional strongman 2 days ago.
Yeah?
Yeah. He like lifts cars and stuff. But I
lift
asked
things
him,
up and I put them down.
Yeah. He was just a white guy.
Oh.
Dude, talking about the craziest women, like the craziest strong women are professional women hockey players. Holy shit. Dude, I played against some girls from the University of Wisconsin, and they came down and they were just playing. They were picking up the puck, putting on their fucking stick, going like, dude, it was the most ridiculous thing.
Fancy shit.
Yeah. Just complete fancy, ridiculous stuff, and then putting it in the net, and I hated them.
Yeah, but then they'll fucking do all that fancy shit until you fucking check them into the boards.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Oh, come on. I've seen more boys cry about bullshit than I have girls.
I know.
Okay.
Go with it 'cause it makes the people happy. All right, next one. Number 21. Is the earth round or flat?
It is round.
Good boy.
I went to schoolings.
I got me an education.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a kid?
A wrestler.
A wrestler?
A wrestler.
Are we talking about like WWE wrestling? Are we talking like Greco-Roman style fucking Olympic wrestling?
I will beat the shit out of any kid whose goal is to be a professional collegiate wrestler. No, I wanted to hit people with chairs, man. I wanted to jump off ladders and shit. That's what I wanted.
You ever see those videos of the backyard wrestlers?
Oh, yeah. I was probably in a few of those.
Crazy shit. I thought
barbed wire, tables on fire.
It was like the old Kimbo Slice videos, but they were actually just getting fucking hurt for no reason.
Yeah, very true.
Number 23, what is your preferred music streaming service?
So Apple Music, I don't know if that's considered a streaming service, but I have everything on there as far as I just go in there and click whatever I want. I have like 3,000 or 4,000 songs. I just hit shuffle and play everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the final question I have for you, number 24, this question determines whether or not you'll ever be invited back on this show. iPhone or Android?
I am an Android user.
Hey, you're welcome back on this show anytime. All right, Nicole's got a question for you.
Can you take us through a typical day in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I'm not doing stand-up comedy, I do work a full-time job too. I work for a math tutoring center, which is super cool. So I typically I'll do that. But I'll wake up in the morning, and I'll write. You know, a lot of times I'll write when I wake up in the morning. For an hour, you know, whatever I have to do, start listing whatever I can do, and then, you know, go through my day, work, and then typically I'll go out and do a show at the end of the night. So I work until about 7 o'clock at night, and then I'll leave and head up to St. Pete, head up to Tampa, Miami, drive 2-3 hours away, do a show, 10, 11 o'clock at night, drive home and do the same thing the next day. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just trying to get my name out there, get booked for gigs, Tampa, Miami, Orlando, all that kind of shit.
Hustling.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
I got some stories if you want to talk about them.
Yeah, give it to me.
Today in the world of Florida Man. Are you familiar with Florida Man?
Oh, very.
Okay, cool. All right. So today's Florida Man stories include Florida man offered to pay officer with hamburgers for oral sex.
I will gladly pay you today or tomorrow for a cheeseburger today, or next Tuesday for a cheeseburger today.
I would like to read to you an excerpt.
Yes, please. I want to hear
it. 57-year-old Frank Capone of St. Petersburg, Florida, was, quote, looking to exchange mouth pleasures for different mouth pleasures.
Hey, yo.
Articles say he was arrested for trying to solicit an undercover police officer. Police did not disclose what type of hamburger was being offered.
Because there's a difference, man. If you're offering somebody like a Crystal Burger, that's a far cry from something from like Five Guys.
It was undetermined. It was unclear whether he offered. He was like, "Hey, give me a blowy, and I'll take you out for a hamburger." Or like, here's a cold Wendy's burger in a bag, and if I'll pay you.
Because that makes a difference too.
It does make a difference because, if you're trying to like take somebody out, that's not solicitation. That's just trying to ask for a blowy and a date. Yeah. So, is there any blowjob worth hamburgers, or is there any hamburgers worth giving a blowjob for? Is there that's my question. Is there any hamburgers worth giving a blowjob for?
I mean, I would do some questionable shit for a Klondike bar. A hamburger? I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if there's a hamburger I'd say that's truly worth a blowy, because I like hamburgers, But like now, if you say like, you know, a slice of New York pizza, like real New York pizza, not like the stuff they say New York style. I'm like real fucking pizza or a fucking knish. Like I'll fucking do some questionable shit for a knish.
I don't know. I just, as long as it has avocado and a fried egg on the burger, I'm game.
So Nicole,
The whole audience just took a note.
What were you going to say, Griffin?
How blowy is this blowjob? Is it like a full-on blowjob, or is it like
completion, or is it like 2 seconds of suckage?
Sure, to completion.
Oh, to completion. Ugh.
That was just such a shudder of disgust.
Well, I have a whole joke that I
As
write
if your
about.
wife has never done that.
What, for a hamburger?
No,
I mean, I'm sure
finished
she
to
has.
completion.
Oh well. Yeah, a lot of times I fish. I finish it the rest of the way anyway. So,
sorry.
I maybe, probably, yeah, sure.
My other Florida man story consists of Florida man accused of handing out marijuana to passersby because it's Christmas time.
God damn, 'tis the season to be high as fuck.
I love that guy.
Yeah, 67-year-old Richard Ellis Spurrier of St. Petersburg, Florida,
Jesus,
was arrested on Yule of all days, December 21st, winter solstice last year, in downtown St. Pete for possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Officers patrolling the area noticed some small baggies peeking out of his shirt pocket, and officers approached him. Reports say he had a strong odor coming from his backpack, where they found 45 grams, a prescription bottle, a pipe, a scale, and he was later released and just told to stay away from downtown St. Pete.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
damn.
It. Yeah.
Giving it away though, that's like that. That truly is some Christmas action.
Yeah, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, he wasn't selling it, but it did say with intent to distribute. I'm like, that's a Christmas spirit,
dude.
Christmas
what would his name be if he was like a giving out weed Santa Claus? What would his name be?
Danka Claus.
Danka Claus?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that Danka Claus.
But here's the thing: if he's passing it out though, how good of a shit was it? You know, so it may not have been dank.
Depends on how cheerful he truly is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Santa, I can't think of it. I just thought of
Ganja Claus.
Ganja Claus.
Chronic Claus.
That sounds like a disease, man.
Yeah,
got a case of the chronic clause.
If you are a listener out there and you have a better name for Weed Santa, then hit us up. Let us know. It might turn into a skit or something.
Probably. Yeah. I wrote it down.
Those are my Florida man stories. But I do have some like holidays and some other stuff like that today too.
Lay it on me.
So normally I do holidays and then I also do today in history, but today they're going to go together. Today, December 1st, is World AIDS Day, and it is also a day without art day. This is a day to remember and commemorate those and mourn those who have lost due to AIDS. And that was started in 1998 in New York by a bunch of artists, and they celebrate it every year by doing an awareness art event. Today is also Rosa Parks Day, because today in history, she was arrested for refusing to give up her seat for a white man, which sparked a year-long boycott of the bus systems.
Well, she didn't call shotgun. Just saying.
Everything would have been fine.
Seriously.
Everything would have been fine.
If she jumped on that bus and went shotgun, it would have been like she called shotgun.
Well, she called shotgun, Daryl.
It is also World Trick Shot Day.
Nice.
So
Dude Perfect is happy.
Yeah. World Trick Shot Day today was started by the Harlem Globetrotters, and today, every December 1st, every year, you are allowed to showcase to the Harlem Globetrotters your impressive basketball shots.
Nice.
Yeah.
By the way, Jan Brenner says Santa Juana.
Santa Juana. I like So I have 2 more holidays for
Okay.
you.
Give them to me.
Oh, it's actually 3 more. National Day of Giving, which is usually followed by Cyber Monday / all that stuff, whatever. So today is a day where a lot of people like to contribute to charities, do Toys for Tots, whatever.
Toys for Twats.
Toys for Twats.
It's something else.
Yeah, buddy.
And then 2 things today. This can't be a coincidence. Today is National Eat a Red Apple Day, but today is also National Pie Day. So if you make a pie out of red apples, you cover both of those things.
Wow.
Nice.
That's it.
3.14 apple pie.
No, that's March 14.
I know.
And I think next year is the real Pie Day. Like 3, 14, 20, 21, whatever it goes on.
Oh shit.
No, it's 3.1416, I think.
3.14. Okay, I don't remember. Sorry.
Hang on.
He's a Googling.
Yep.
While he is
Googling
doing the Google, I will tell you today's word of the day, which is hinterland.
Hinterland.
Which is a region not near the coast or a city.
It's 3.14159.
What did it say?
Stop hitting your microphone.
419
159.
159. What
I
is
mean,
the
I can
number?
keep going if you want. This is the first 100,000 digits of pi.
What is
We
the
have
next
time.
couple numbers?
3.14159265358979232
Never mind.
846-867-5309.
Hello.
Hi, stop touching the wire.
So
Stop touching
I'm
the mic.
trying not to.
So what? Yeah, any other stories, events? Nothing. That's it.
That's it.
I think we can get ready to wrap it up because I got to go pick my wife up at work.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
So Griffin,
Yeah.
where can we see you in the near future?
So super cool. This Friday, actually, if you can't make it to St. Pete, it's a place called Spitfire. It's a 10 o'clock show. If you guys can't make it live, there is a live stream. There's five total comedians, and it's $5 to get the live stream. So if you're here, Chicago, New York, Australia, you could catch it for $5.
Nice. Now, by the way, you had sent that flyer and said to use that flyer as a promo.
Yeah.
The biggest reason why I didn't is because it had absolutely zero information on it.
Yeah. It didn't have the
time,
the dates. Yeah. I noticed
website,
that.
nothing. It had nothing on it. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's got a nice picture of you, the same one I used, but
Yeah, what you guys need to know is Spitfire Comedy House. It's a really, really cool spot. They do improv, stand-up, sketch shows, classes every weekend.
I've heard unsavory things about that place, though.
You've heard unsavory things?
Yeah, actually about the people who run it, but I'm not going to get into that now.
Okay.
I'll tell you off.
Yeah, let's get that. But yeah, the December 4th, 10 p.m. That's where I'll be. But catch the live stream. It's $5. You get $1 per comedian.
That's not bad.
It's a good deal.
It's I if I'm remembering right, Matt Carter's on that one. Matt's a hell of a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Smart, good looking, big, bald, bearded.
Good chef too. I learned
recently.
I heard.
Yes.
So
Nice people. Check that out. What else? What else you got coming up? Anything else?
So I'm going to be at Side Splitters in Tampa on the 29th. I'm just trying to get out there, man, as much as possible. You can always check my website. It's griffintcomedy.com, or follow me on any type of social media. It's Griffin T Comedy at everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nicole Olio.
Oh.
You got anything booked?
Yeah.
What do you got?
This week on Friday and Saturday, you can find me back at Gaspar's Grotto in Ybor City.
Yay!
Go dancing on our OG stage that I have
Nice.
missed so dearly since March, but we've been there for the past 5 years. K2 Lemieux and I will be performing throughout the month, various Fridays and Saturdays, alternating, whatever. You can also find me at an Hora Loca, which I am available for hire, which for those non-Spanish speakers out in our audience, that is a crazy hour, traditionally reserved for quinces, Hispanic weddings, and other large events of Hispanic origin. And yeah, so other than that, just find me on the internet at Nicole_Raven on Instagram and Facebook. That's NIKOLE_Raven, like the bird.
Call.
Yep.
As for me, I'm not booked for shit, so book my fat ass. You can catch the Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze YouTube channel. It's another YouTube channel that I have started where I cook on it. And I do throw some jokes in there, but I do take the food pretty goddamn serious. Did Monte Cristo sandwich dropped yesterday. Last week I dropped macaroni and cheese and sausage gravy.
That would make your grandma wet or something.
Yes, it'll make your grandma proud.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to put moist, but I figured, nah.
Oh, okay.
I got to try and keep it clean. So please help me build up that channel. It's called Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze. It's on YouTube. I've been fucking pushing it on all my social media. You can find me on all social media platforms at Real Roger Nelson. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe this channel. Fubar Weekly. We post on all social media platforms at Fubar Weekly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you got anything else you want to add, Griffin?
No, I do have one more thing actually. I am starting my own room every Wednesday night in Fort Myers, a place called Chicago Boys. So if there's any comedians listening, we're starting that Wednesday, the 9th, and that's
a Chicago pizza joint.
Yeah, it is.
God damn it.
Yeah. It's Chicago food in general, man. You would love it. Your New Yorker ass would love it. I promise.
Did they have a good Italian beef?
They do. They got the shit for Italian beef. Yeah.
Please don't hate me for my lack of knowledge. Can you tell me about some other traditional Chicago foods?
So
there's Mike Ditka's penis.
Yeah. We try to get that in our bodies at least once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Now, a little Ditka. You got to get a little Ditka.
Jeez, Coach Ditka.
Yeah, he's Coach Ditka. He's the shit. She has
no fucking idea what's going on. He used to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears.
Oh, okay.
The Bears.
Ditka is everything in Chicago. It's just how it is. But just to tell you, we have Italian beef in Chicago. It's delicious. You'd love it.
Why is Italian beef a Chicago thing?
Why are French fries an American thing?
Yeah, true. When they were invented in Brussels. Weird.
Fuck.
What is Italian beef, and why is it different than any other beef?
Ours is Italian. Yeah. Ours is from Italian.
It's an Italian. It's slow cooked beef with
so it's just a type of meat.
Yeah, it's slow cooked beef, but it's now you guys. I'm trying to remember. You guys don't serve it on a Kummelweck roll. That's upstate New York that serves it on a Kummelweck roll.
No. So we serve it, and this is weird for Floridians. So we serve it wet. And people are like, what? So you take the bun and the bread and you dip it in the Italian beef juice. And so it's wet bread. So my wife is super grossed out by it.
You eat it with a fork and a knife?
Nope. You eat with your fucking hands or your vagina. One of the two.
But hang on, to clarify, the bread is really almost stale bread.
I mean, I've eaten.
It's like a French dip, but you dip the whole fucking sandwich before you serve it.
Okay.
It's good. It is. I'm not a huge fan of Chicago deep dish pizza. I'm really not a fan of your hot dogs, but Italian beef, that's the shit.
Well, you guys got one really close to you, and I will fucking shout it out. It's called Portillo's, and it's in Tampa.
Fuck that place. It's fucking gross. I went there. My brother's like, oh, the burgers are good. I got a burger. It was fucking burnt. I got the Italian beef. It was no. I've had legit Italian beef. That was not it.
Okay, so let me say one thing. As a defense for myself as a Chicagoan, I've had Chicago Portillo's. I have not had Tampa Portillo's.
Okay.
So I can't judge it based on that, but I've had the authentic.
We'll say that my experience there was less than pleasant. Ditka would not approve.
Ditka. Okay, well, if Ditka's not in it, I'm not in it.
All right, fair enough. Now, a good place that closed, I'm pretty sure it was in Chicago, was Ed DeBevick's.
That I have not heard of.
Pretty sure it was Chicago. Now I need to Google where the fuck the place was. It closed. Ed DeBevick. Chicago, yeah, Ed DeBevick's. It was a place where the waitresses were rude as fuck.
Oh, okay. Would you say it was Bevitt's?
Ed DeBevick.
DeBevick.
Ed DeBevick's. There's a couple places like that, like Dick's Last Resort. I think they do the same thing.
I want to go to one of those places. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and the servers are intentionally rude.
I might be too sensitive for that.
That happened to me once at Olive Garden. I was confused.
Yeah, but were you an asshole first?
Probably.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So, anywho, you have anything else you want to add?
No, man, that is it.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming on.
It's a pleasure.
Nicole, do you have anything else to add?
Negative.
Well, the only thing I can add is thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to spay or neuter your children.
Fubar out.
And